At 11:54 a.m. in my habitat, Mountain Time, 10:54 a.m. Pacific, 12:54 p.m. Central, and 1:54 Eastern. Check your time zone for when it apexes for you. So with the new moon in the season of the sun, where we have joy and we also hopefully have some fun. We also have a trine with Jupiter. Action is on the horizon. Jupiter is getting excitable being in the season of Aries. So it's this positive energy, this new beginning energy that's motivating, it's inspiring, possibly just a new beginning in the space of relativity, like our inner child. Are we sharing that playful fun and the sun energy out into the world? So the mind may be messing it all up because it is the messenger, right? And it's added to the mix.
Inshallah and Ashe. Blessings to you. I was just listening to myself musing about the new moon coming up. So were you able to open up with your soul's harmonic yesterday, streaming into your love channel? The signals, the sigils, the sounds, and all the juice, the messages of seeing through the eyes of Source, God, Universe, possibly. This new moon in Leo is just 24 hours away, I'd say. And the energy to attract what our heart desires is the frequency of today. So if you are on the cosmic hamster wheel of life, and anything you wish to manifest or create has yet to take shape or become real, land in reality, this may be why. Your heart is not in it to win it, and you're allowing outside forces of adversity to be the ones speaking to what your heart wants. I know all about it. Why? Well, most of my struggles have been because I wasn't listening to my own heart, my own chalice, living from my own personal belief streams. So if you're at a place in a space where your ability to manifest anything, love, a job, feeling lackluster, not knowing where you belong, be sure to join the Witcher's Way to Manifestation. We're going to go back in time, literally, probably kindergarten, possibly before, to recalibrate these waves, these streams that are in the way of creating with Creator. And I bring this up for a few reasons today. The party to get our manifesting abilities in flow is beginning very soon. So if you're in a cosmic pickle, I don't want you to miss out. And today's the day where that cosmic struggle may just show up. And I'm here to show you that there is a way out, that we can love ourselves. We should be loving ourselves. And the possibilities are truly endless. So with that, welcome to the wisdom of a Wednesday, and more importantly, the daily snippet. I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. But I do go by the term holistic Sha medium. My intention is to utilize the power of the indigenous technologies, the elemental realms, the original divine blueprint, your soul's harmonic, natural, organically, through these realms of the elemental, imaginal, and through the gateway of the shamanic portal with the cosmos, subtle energies, and really so much more, with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals to really add to your personal container the juice of who you are, breaking up and shattering those waves that are in the way. I would call them forces of adversity, or the cosmic forces of adversity. So you can reawaken your personal medicine, your prime directive, just assisting you to navigating and discovering your inner genius, your personal medicine, the star that I believe we are, just really reintroducing you to that magical asset, that being that resides within each and every one of us, so that we may shine even brighter. My name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. So with that, the game of life and the vibration of today is law of attraction. So this inner chalice is always vibrating, however. What frequency you're cosmically at is what you're going to be attracting. So just be aware of what leads you're getting, what signs and sigils, what offers are coming in. In other words, if the love you have for yourself in your inner world is not at its highest frequency vibration, you're going to be surrounded by some possibly petty, unloving people, places, things, situations in your outer world, the divine reflection. And you may feel as if you're emotionally bankrupt, physically bankrupt, mentally bankrupt, stirring the cosmic soup. So your soul, your spirit, may be having an inner world temper tantrum that escapes to the outer world. So if that happens on a day like today, you need to reshape, recalibrate your ability to love yourself in some inspirited ways, spirit or inspirational ways. There's no need to go into the valley of the darkness. But then again, magic always happens on the other side of the breakdown, right? There's always light in the darkest of the darkness. So we have a breakthrough to get onto the other side in our heart space. Ooh, beginning it out. And if you have yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Authentically Heartfelt, please do. Again, Tanya D. And for my new subscribers, Ohhh, and thank you. I am growing, I am expanding, and blessings to you for tuning in. Hit the bell button so you are notified. And a comment or a share will get you a message for your day to get you on your way. Just echoing out the algorithm to other like-minded musers like yourself in the galactic universe, who may also muse about insights of the other world, the frequencies, the world of spirit, source, beings that are otherworldly, elemental, the fae, and so much more. And you can also find me on other social platforms, of course. I muse a lot. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, I'm using the Tanya D podcast. I've got almost 40,000 downloads, so thank you again for that. And if your soul wishes to dive on deeper into the realms of the other world, doing some healing, some streaming, maybe instigating, initiating your intuitive gifts, your psychic abilities, head on over to my Musing Corridor. This is my digital library in the sky. It really is a venue where you have some otherworldly, amazing options to assist you, to guide you, to let you know you're not crazy, along with a private sacred circle, a community to utilize as well. I really am your shamanic otherworldly assistant. You truly are your own healer. So with that, just a few announcements. Be sure, as always, to tune and listen in. Hang on, you know what's coming up. Listen in to the Musing Moon Meditation, the season of the sun, Leo, the star of our galaxy. And we all have an inner star that's on the highway. But this one's about a new loving attitude, elevating our inner world, the conversation we have in our inside voice. I've got my cauldron ready, my fire cauldron for ritual. I'll probably actually start that today. And water. Water is about peace. It's about recalibrating. It's about becoming clear about something, reconciling even. So the moon is water, right? So our thoughts, allowing our thoughts to flow and stream and be mindful of our inner love chalice, lighting the fire and burning away the outdated love story, creating a new narrative, literally. And if you have yet to subscribe to my newsletter, my Musing newsletter, please do. And again, I just am tooting my own horn. I'm super excited to bring A Witcher's Way to Manifestation to really get to the root symptom of the original cause of your ability to or not to manifest. We really have to go to the inner world, kind of like the beginning of time, the origins, where it all began, and elevate, recycle each phase along the way. And every time we move forward, we might have to move back. So if you're stuck on the hamster wheel of any aspect of your life, issues manifesting the love of your life, a place to live, a car, a career, really join the Witcher's Way to Manifestation. The link is in the show notes. You're going to be on a wait list if you're feeling the call to really montanize your medicine. And on the airwaves for Monday, the angelic being of the season is Raziel, the angelic being of Leo. That will also be in your inbox as well. So these are our options. I've got the access key to spirit. I've got a locket and a telescope. So those are your options to go with the messages of today. And they're super exciting. Of course, it's always exciting, right? Life is exciting. Okay, on the elemental highway, we have a Yin Metal Snake of a day, a Xin Si of all things. So snakes always remind me of the Jungle Book story. This snake has a sharp bite, however. It's Yin Metal. It's refined. It's like a surgeon's scalpel or a needle or just a sharp, refined tool, right? But we have all of the elements present today. So there's kind of a balance between our inner and our outer world. So the inner is the yin energy. The outer world is our lifestyle. It's our environment outside of us. But our day is really feeble. It's born in the season of the goat. So water, the water on the year is actually the first choice to balance our frequency of today. The dry heat of the season, it's going to polish up our day, the water, the big water. So that's great. It's like being a shiny penny. It's like reflecting. And the yang metal hidden in the snake, it's actually in storage. that is actually golden. It's going to become free or let loose at the hour of the pig. And because our day is so feeble, the earth of the month, the goat is kind of burying or burrowed in our day. The fire is melting it. It's like a melting pot. It's not able to take form, take shape. So metal would be the first element and water would be the second. So it's like using our voice, our throat center, clear hearing abilities, sound waves even. So it's a day to perform. It's a day to hit the stage, be in the limelight. So it's similar to yesterday where we had the artist, but we have raw performance energy today. True, authentic performance. It's the star of the show. It's highly creative, ambitious, maybe image-orientated people. Yin metal is image. It's refined. It's reminds me of possibly the professor that doesn't know how to get their hands dirty. Just saying. Don't take that personal. But these people thrive on the stage. They love to be under the spotlight. Their drive is really to impress the audience, whether that's a group of friends or a stadium full of fans, just pushing them to look for perfection in everything they do. They're fast learners, usually street smart. Their image being of very high importance to them. They always make sure to look polished like a penny and sophisticated, whether intellectually, creatively, or even physically. Obviously, I don't have this. They're competitive, they're adorable, they're always ready for a challenge. Most of the time, they're highly energized, motivated, continuously working on their own personal improvement. So this performer energy loves success and, of course, glamour that comes with it. But on the flip side, the other side of the coin, they're terrified of failure. They're afraid of being ignored or pushed out of the spotlight. So this insecurity sometimes makes them shallow, vain, unpredictable even. So if their ego energy gets hurt in any way, they might react like a drama queen. So they often have way too many interests and projects. So they might spread themselves a little too thin. They're always very argumentative. They like to argumentative. They don't handle authority very well. So they always look for their creative spiritual freedom. So if somebody tries to block their creativity in the form of being overly controlling like a boss or excessive and complicated rules, they will protest like with fury, with fire. But being that they like to be the center of the show, this is like Amy Winehouse, John Lennon, Eminem, Helen Mirren, just to name a few. So they're very much attracted to the competitive sports as well. So that would be Kobe Bryant, Tiger Woods kind of frequency. So with the energy of today, feelings, they may be a little off, unstable, on shaky ground. Inside of our heart space, maybe a little multi-dimensional energy too, like seeking to shift and transform. Inside of us, our innate nature. So it's like, are we thriving or are we surviving? And sometimes throughout our day today, you may attract the other reflection of your love vibration, showing you where you may need more self-love potion, maybe pouring into your heart center. So take this beyond the speed limit. It's impossible to feel overwhelmed, like go beyond the streams of the radar. This is, again, it kind of reminds me of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, like, woo, get your towel. Especially when it comes to pouring love into your personal heart chalice, those streams. So today I'm actually going to go with the Seers. Tomorrow I'm going in with the Fae. They were kind of cosmically arguing this morning, but that's how it went. So again, we have an access key, a spirit access key is kind of what that reminds me of, a locket or a telescope. So just comment which one you want to go with. Okay, here we are. Our first message comes from the telescope. The Two of Wands, of course. Wands, this is fire, creativity, passion, all the things that we need in our secret sauce to keep the momentum flowing and going, right? But the two is our emotions, two is the moon. And before the two, we have a placeholder. We have a boundary of protection, protecting our emotional field. But this is insecurities. It's the fear of taking the next step. Maybe you're stuck on the hamster wheel in the past, feeling worried about your abilities or your opportunities for alignment, getting in alignment. So we need to make a choice to really do that thing that we don't want to do or the thing that we do want to do. So we can dream it, envision it. We can begin to live it. So this is like planning, having imagination going, and using the feeling like the being like in the observer aspect of the dream, living the dream, and taking the action. That really is the only way to bring the dream into physical reality. So it's time to choose between the wand that's rooted closely in place that you already know, or the one that leans into these exciting otherworldly opportunities. So really take a breath, take a deep pause, because self-initiated change, it can be scary, right? And the only way to take these strides towards our goal is to really make that move, shift the gear, like if you know how to work a gear shifter in a car, and learn that thing, call the contact, make the decision. So not acting won't get you there. So you're likely going to have the feeling of angst of the dream, dreaming, instead of walking your own talk. So use this fire energy of the wands to initiate the shift and the change and the transformation, because the world is filled with opportunities and adventure, and just welcome them into your life with a planned action, like, woo, writing it out. The world is bountiful. It is magic, really. So if you're again feeling the call to mountainize your medicine, bringing these dreams into reality, a Witcher's Way to Manifestation, we're going to be diving deep into all of these phases that are holding you at a standstill. So super juicy there. Okay, who chose the access key to spirit? You get the Three of Wands. This is the cosmic ladder. It's growing again. Do you give sacred space to your heartfelt beliefs? Not the day-to-day or the outer world, but our inner world. Sacred space to what you believe in your heart. So the Three of Wands speaks of energy manifested, waiting for the results of your efforts, the arrival of these opportunities, and finally, understanding your ambitions and having that continuous improvement and learning and understanding and just moving in the flow, being in the right direction. This reminds me of visions and ideas, like you're flowing in the right direction for this progress, for it to progress, move forward. So if you've been doing the work and planning and seeing and learning, notching it up, watch for the signs that your dream is really on its way, because they're everywhere if we're going to look for them, and really take pride in the progress that you've already made, especially for the past efforts, having created the momentum that you're needing to get the ball rolling, the momentum, the domino effect. So today we are moving through the energy that we created in the past, being here, ready, waiting. It's this milestone, and you should recognize the success, the baby steps, right? The cosmic ladder to get us into the flow, seeing what we have done instead of seeing what's not working. While there's still work to be done and to do, just know that you're headed in the right direction and that you're going to see these big waves coming in soon. You can get on your surfboard, and when they arrive, you may not know exactly how to ride them, but you will be ready to learn. Look for the new relationship, a new client, or a lucky break on your horizon for the arrival. It's kind of imminent. So be expectant of the optimistic and know that your dream is on its way. And when it arrives, be grateful, be thankful. Hello, baby steps. But the realms of spirit, our ancestors, they do hear our voices. They do hear our cries as well. Okay, and our last message is coming in from the Locket. Sorry, I got the access key. Now I'm going with the Locket. The things I do. Oh my gosh, our final message. The Eight of Pentacles. She's kind of studious, otherworldly. But the Eight of Pentacles is earth. It's manifesting, it's grounding, it's creating, it's bringing things into reality. The 8 is Saturn, so that's earth, Capricorn. It also has a placeholder of not just the magnetic number 10 that we don't pay attention to, energetic boundaries, but there's 2 zeros, 2 8s, infinity. So what are you going to let go of, and what are you going to lean into? So what are you going to commit to that's on the horizon? Like one thing. Sometimes we commit to too many things and it dilutes our frequency to manifest, actually. But being that it's otherworldly, it's like, are we seeking the shortcuts to our detriment? Are we burning up? Are we giving out? Maybe having some sporadic output, maybe inexperience even. So it's with patience and determination. Those are really the best ways to ensure your success. And mastering the skill really takes time and perseverance. Shortcuts are really not the best path forward as we build our experience. So remain dedicated to the excellence and develop your unique form. It's study, practice, improving, and thriving, and then rinse and repeat. So it's like put your Meraki, your love, your soul, and your energetic essence into your work, the cosmic soup, and bring it in a consistent, methodical way, just perfecting your craft, your niche, and imbue with joy, the joy molecules, into the repetitive things that you find yourself doing. Find the flow in the details, no matter what it is. And you're going to find yourself dedicated to these things. So if you know it's time to move on to something more inspiring, find your plan and do so. Consistent action is really called for, and often we feel blocked right before we expand into these new levels. Okay, so to be imperfect, that's when we learn. And as we become a master, that's when we find joy in our self-improvement to assist us to get there. So with loving determination, perseverance, becoming the person that we long to be, ultimately, streams of grace flowing in. The moon is in the high tides of the season of Cancer, her home, the goddess of the night. Anybody doing a prelude to the new moon? I've got some granddaddy wishes for me. It's in my 11th house playing out. So our personal streams are streaming. So source energy is cleansing our cosmic egg. Yeah, it's like that funny little cosmic egg, you know, when eggs have that little skin in it. And we often feel, a bit awkward, otherworldly when this is streaming, but the universe knows. So give it all to the ghost of the darkness and allow the great spirit, God, universe, to stream in the leads of what you belong attracting into your life, shifting your gears, your frequency, the ultimate authenticator. So our heart is online the entire season of Leo, actually all of the seasons, but this is the circle of pure heart, pure love, heart, love incarnate. So other seasons have different streams of streaming. And the presence of the sacred, allow the universe to be your guide today and go along with your day. Just let the universe handle your day. And just know spirit is activating, it's initiated. All these earthly worries and troubles, they're just flowing away. And you're attracting with the universe streams of love into your heart space, surrounding yourself with these streams in your chalice. It really begins to just flow over. So I would affirm that I feel the love of my chalice today, and I am attracting what belongs, nurturing stuff. And be sure to sign up for the Witcher's Waitlist as we navigate the forces of adversity that are in the way of making our dreams become reality. So with that, thanks for tuning in. Inshallah and Ashe, as always, blessings. Thanks for always tuning in. I appreciate that.